the relationship between light and psyche is very big. Everybody knows that. Even every child knows that. Think about 4 weeks of cloudy weather. What will happen on the next day when the sun is coming up? Stupid question. Because we are more motivated, we are more energized, we are happy, we sing maybe. So we have a very, very big effect on something which we don't know. And this forced me to understand what is the mechanism behind this. What is forcing our brain to give us signals that we consider an atmosphere as positive? And how can we create the same positive effect in the interior? What is positive lighting? The most important thing that we could extract from all these studies was that we perceive light completely subconsciously. This means positive lighting has nothing to do with the aesthetics of a lighting fixture, which we think. We think that light is a lamp, and that's completely wrong. Positive lighting is a question of the light scenes that surround us and that gives us, in a certain way, a positive feedback from our brain. And to understand these mechanisms, this is the core of our concept, so we call it even the core concept. And this is positive lighting. It took us more than 10 years to understand and to analyze the special components of these positive light scenes. And we found out in the end that there are 5 factors responsible whether we experience light situations as positive or negative. And to give you the possibility to get in your room positive lighting, we created the core concept, and to give you the tool, we created the core 1. First factor, the field of vision. When we perceive light just there where we look. And we do not look on the floor. This is what we know, what we found out in different studies. We look through the whole room in a just small corridor, which is the field of vision. Means we perceive light just in the verticals, just there where we look. The second factor is luminance. What we do know now is that the amount of light is controlling our day-night rhythm, whether we get tired, whether we are activated, whether we are energized. So the amount of light, the right amount of light, is absolutely significantly a base for positive lighting. Third factor, contrast. The contrast is a very interesting thing because our brain understands that whether there is light or not just when there is a contrast. If there is a diffused light somewhere, we don't know whether there is light or not. When there is a contrast, we can't understand it. And this is why we need contrast in these lighting scenes. The fourth factor is color rendering. And the interesting thing is that the more colors we can perceive, the more positive we consider the situation. And to create a colorful image is a question of the light source itself. The fifth factor is glare. Glare is the most negative component of any lighting situation. In the outside, we know that the sun can glare, and so we protect ourselves with sunglasses. In the inside, we do not even recognize these little points of dazzling. And this is the problem, because dazzling causes a lack of concentration, makes us tired, makes us even, I would say, more depressed. And this is something physical. So it means a positive lighting situation is always without glare. So the challenge was, and this took us more than 10 years, to create a lighting concept which follows all these 5 factors. And the core concept, which is now such an easy concept to get lighting in your room and to bring sunlight in your room.